What's up, everybody? On a podcast now. I'm Alex, and to cut right to the chase, it seems like we have the length of the Scream trailer, and that is 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Now, there's maybe not too much you could say just about that, but let me explain kind of how we got there and then talk a little bit about that length. Firstly, I do believe this was Critical Overlord's doing, so, I mean, great guy. I'm pretty sure that's where it came from on Twitter, but yesterday, last second half of the day, Twitter erupted with the fact that, no, this is, like, real, and this is official. This is on Alberta's. They pretty much, now I've never seen this website before in my life, but I'm glad that I've seen it now. They have a website where they need to rate and kind of like label all trailers before they come out in theaters. Okay, so this is not some like offhand website where they keep track of it. This is like an official like state or government, this is like a thing that you need to kind of pass through this before you're able to run your trailer. And clear as day on that list, October 1st was the day that it was listed and updated. Now, I guess like things that are on there, they could have already released in the, like you could have already seen them if they're on that thing, but they don't have to be, right? So they could come after. So I guess, that doesn't really mean much, right? We know the Scream trailer isn't out yet, so this is more of a run-up to showing the trailer, and it's literally labeled, Scream 2021 trailer number 1. So like it's official. It's got the rating for it. It's got Paramount, like you have to attach obviously the production company to it, and it's got the length of time that the trailer is. Now, the entire fact that it's on there is exciting enough. I think everybody kind of went to, including myself, we went to the length, how long the trailer is. I think that's maybe one of the bigger things that stood out on it. But again, like this is just another sign. We keep talking about all of these signs, the Facebook group, the Airbnb happening on October 12th that you can book these things, right? Like it's a snowball effect, and we're just getting there. And I've said it before. We'll have to see. So I'm recording this Saturday. You guys are hopefully seeing this Saturday. This next week is literally game time. Now, it's not game time in the fact that we're going to see the trailer this week, but I don't know how much longer they can stay quiet. You know what I mean? Now, this, again, I cover like 95% games. I'm really big into like the gaming industry. When leaks the size of like this, and like, I don't know if you could even call this a leak, but this is like things that are just releasing and like are happening. I don't know how long you can keep silent on it because it's literally giving, like if you wanted it to be a surprise, it no longer is. Now, I guess, again, as I've said before, this is a small, relatively small, I guess, comparatively to the whole group that watches these movies. This is a small group that actually sees these things. So I guess, to be fair to them, the amount of people that saw that the trailer got rated and that it's 2 minutes and 21 seconds, very, like, maybe a percentage, one, out of the entire, group that's going to see the trailer when it comes out. So maybe they don't feel like they have to do anything and they can just kind of keep quiet. But, it's out there now. I think this next week is definitely, again, like game time in terms of they probably say something, because the Fandango stuff starts, next weekend. So this week, you got to set it up. If it's going to happen, if the trailer, which again, like even the place in the UK, right, that cinema chain, like they confirmed it's going to be there. So it's like, what are you waiting on, right? I assume Paramount or Scream's official Twitter will say, okay, like this is it. We're going to show you guys the trailer, when you go see the Fandango event. So I assume we're going to get that this week. And then in terms of, being 2 minutes and 21 seconds, I think the first thing that I saw people saying is that too long, or that is too long. I don't know. I don't know if we were expecting like a teaser. Well, here's the weird thing, right? No, well, number one, I should just say my opinion. I don't really mind the length. I don't think it's a problem. Number two, we've been talking about it so much, and we've been talking about the lead up and the theories and the predictions so much that I don't even know really what to say or think or expect when we get to does that make sense? I think I'm going to have a better understanding of what I want from the movie, and like if the movie's going to disappoint me or not, right? When we get closer to the movie. Like that's I'm not going to be at a loss for words. But right now, I don't really know, to say anything negative to the length of time, because I don't really know what they can do. As I've said, we've talked about looking back at those past trailers and saying, okay, what are some themes? 2 minutes 21 to me is not that long. Now again, I come from more of like a gaming background. Some game trailers are like 3.5, 4 minute trailers. Now obviously movies are substantially less, but I would even say from a movie trailer, 2 minutes and 21 is not all that long. I mean, it's definitely not a teaser. So, like, this is a full-on trailer. We're not talking like a 45-second teaser trailer, right? So maybe that's where some of the people, are getting at. It's not just a very, very small thing. It's a bigger thing. But like I said, I think out of that 221, you can easily waste, if you consider, and you got to watch me visually, right? I think you could waste time by setting up the rules or looking back to the past, right? Talking about Scream 1 through 4. Like, if you wanted to take some time, with the whole, it all started with a phone call. Like, if you wanted to do that again, a little differently, but if you want to do what Scream 4's trailer did again, you can easily soak up 30, 40 seconds of that. So now you're left with a minute 50, a minute 45, and then, what do you do with that? Again, that is where that divide that I've talked about. Do you do a bunch of quick cuts where you're showing a lot, but you're also showing it wildly out of context? You have no idea where these scenes are coming from. Now, the issue is, could you understand where they're coming from? That's where you run into issues, and that's why I don't even like that angle. You know what I mean? I would personally, as I've said, take a couple different scenes that maybe are important, but maybe not, in the grand scheme of things, and show like a 20, 25 second thing. Maybe not like from start to finish. Show a couple cuts in like a 30, 40 second segment of the movie. I think if you do that, and then you can so say you take a 40-second segment and you do some cuts to make it seem like it's a little bit longer than it is, and you make it like a 20, 25 second. You do that 3-4 times, there's your minute 40. You know what I mean? So to me, that's how I would do it if you're looking to avoid spoilers, is you just take a couple segments, take a dialogue conversation that's maybe long, and cut it up to make it a little bit shorter. Maybe it could be perceived as out of context, and go like that. I think if you do, and I'm just assuming like we're working with a minute and a half to 2 minutes, because the other stuff would be like setting it up. That's a lot of time if you show cut of all of these different scenes in the movie. Again, it's going to be so wild that we may not be able to figure things out. But at the same time, we could figure things out. And, it's odd that, I'm the guy who reads the leaks, reads the rumors on the channel, and yet I don't want to be spoiled from the trailer. But that's kind of like, I want the mystery of the leaks and rumors to remain. Do you know what I mean? That's where I come from this, is I like the idea that these people could be wrong, or that they could be right, and that there's all these mysteries with the movie. And if the trailer gives it away, there's nothing to talk about for leaks or rumors or even speculation going into the movie. So I really hope they do the trailer right. We're like a week away at this point from seeing it. I cannot wait. We'll talk during the week. I'll make the Tuesday video and any emergency video, when things happen. We'll talk about what's going to happen next week, and I am seeing the movie October 10th, so I will, if the trailer's there, I'll see it, and we'll figure out what to do with it as we go, okay? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure, obviously, you're subscribed here, bell icon turned on, so you know when all these videos go up. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, or subscribe to the second channel, or support us on Patreon or YouTube memberships, links are in the description below, and that join button next to the subscribe button is the YouTube membership stuff. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.